Hello and welcome to another episode of HauntsRUs, the podcast that's haunted on Maine. My name's Cheeve, I'm your host, and I'm haunted on Maine. Today I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Thadi and Gato. Tell us about yourselves, ladies.
My name's Thadi. I hate the circus.
She hates the circus.
But I love Animal Crossing. I don't
it.
know. That's what I'm doing right now.
Sick.
That's what's new. Fuck the circus.
True. What's up, y'all? This is Gato, and I love Silent Hill. I'm catching up on it. The circus is trash because they be abusing animals.
They do.
You know, I'm with Thadi. Fuck this. Fuck circus. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Leave them elephants alone.
I think they finally let go of all their elephants. Like, performing elephants aren't a thing here in the U.S. at least.
It's a little too late, man. The damage is done. Fuck
Yeah.
'em. You don't get a cookie for being a good person.
Exactly.
Fuck them.
So why are we talking about the circus? Are circuses haunted? I'm sure they are. Circuses
Probably.
be haunted.
Oh yeah. Haunted tiger spirits.
Probably a haunted, abused, quote-unquote freak, probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If you guys know of any haunted circuses, talk about it in the comment section below, because I don't know about any. But if you tell us, we'll make an episode. But we ain't talking about circuses. We're talking about a circus man. We're talking about something that the circus man had at one point. And about, like, a certain phenomena. Tonight we're talking about Fiji mermaids. Do you guys know what Fiji mermaids are?
No.
No?
I fell for it when I was a kid.
You fell for it? Aw.
Yeah, I was
You wanna
excited. I
believe,
was like,
right?
oh! Yeah, I was like, fuck yeah, mermaids.
Mermaids are
Very
real.
excited about it.
But they're ugly.
But they're ugly. I would have believed it. I'm like, you know what? That makes more sense. I could see something like that being ugly.
So, what's a Fiji mermaid? A Fiji mermaid is a hoax. Sorry, folks. Fiji mermaids are not real. It's a hoax mermaid. It's the upper bodies of, like, monkeys sewn onto, like, the tails of fish. And they're usually mummified. And they usually look like they're screaming in pain. Because, like, that's how all mummies look, right?
Yeah. A little bit.
But tonight we're going to talk about a very specific Fiji mermaid, the one that was displayed and made popular by P.T. Barnum. And I know y'all have some opinions about P.T. Barnum, so I'm going to give you this moment to talk shit about him, so that way we can move on with the show.
He's a disgusting man, and I can't believe that they got Hugh Jackman to play him.
I like that movie.
Crazy shit.
Dude, it is, I'm sure it's a fine movie. But I hate that anyone was like, oh yeah, let's make a movie about P.T. Barnum and call it The Greatest Showman. Like, fuck you. Oh, let's make a movie about Roman Polanski and just gloss over the fact that he is a pedophile. Like, okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Remember when, like, P.T. Barnum said that he had, like, 100-year-old woman, but it was actually just, like, some slave woman?
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. At some point, you're kind of just like, you know what? I don't want to hear any more about this fucking man. Can't believe it. Oh, but the bearded lady was so happy that she... Fuck you. Anyway. Fuck that man. I dislike him a lot.
She had a great singing voice. That song, how does it go? We Are Here?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
I don't remember. It's a good song. They play it in the Walmart radio when I go shopping. When I go shopping at Walmart, they have it on the little store radio.
Oh my god.
On their own Sirius XM, they'd have that 24/7.
Yeah,
That's
man.
crazy.
That's silly.
They won't pay their employees more, but they're gonna get a radio with hosts and everything.
Oh, but you can jam out though. It's all right.
You can jam out. No, man. I still put in headphones so no one talks to me.
Yeah.
It's
fuck
like,
that.
don't talk
Especially
to me.
in this climate.
Don't talk to me
If
about
anything,
buying
your job
all the
has gotten
toilet
better now.
paper. This toilet paper is mine. No talkie.
I don't have bread.
Exactly.
You don't have bread? I have like 4 loaves of bread, bro.
Did you steal it?
No.
I would have
I
stolen
just
it.
went
I don't
shopping
have bread.
before people went crazy.
You genius. I mean, I did too, but I go through
Nice.
bread like crazy. I love sandwiches.
Oh no, I don't eat bread as much. What do I eat a lot of? I eat a lot of cheese, just like straight out of the fucking bag.
Well, they still have a lot of that.
Yeah, that's not going away, but the bread is. That's sad.
Bread is like, oh my god. Everyone's got to make their
like
kids
pan
sandwiches,
bimbo.
man.
Yeah, man.
I'm
They're...
surprised
Exactly.
peanut butter isn't gone.
I didn't even think about buying peanut butter.
Oh, I bought peanut butter. I was like, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die living deliciously with this creamy, smooth peanut butter.
Hell yeah. Us ladies on the HauntsRUs podcast, we live in luxurious to the very end.
I'm like, you know what? There's nothing left on the shelves. It is time to buy that expensive thing that I wanted to buy. Food-wise, I mean.
Exactly.
Food-wise. We bought the
Okay.
expensive angel hair, the like signature. Not signature select, that's actually the store brand. I don't know what it was. Fucking Prego or something. Bertolli.
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
that one.
you were telling me that you were
Oh, I
eating
know what you're talking about.
spaghetti. Oh, I'm sorry. What were you
Fuck.
saying?
Nice.
What?
Oh, I thought Gato said something.
Oh, no. I said that's nice.
Yeah. Spaghetti is a pretty good struggle meal.
It is. Everyone
Man.
everyone took it. Ain't no pasta.
Yeah, there's no pasta. Bro,
There's no pasta anywhere.
So like a couple months ago, I went into like World Market because we have a World Market like around where I live, and I bought Hello Kitty pasta. So guess what I'm eating during the fucking living deliciously over here.
Right? Talking about
Hawaii
living
meals,
luxuriously.
Talking about your
Not
age.
only do you have pasta, it is in the shape of Hello Kitty.
Yeah, man, you think you're all fly with your angel hair pasta?
Mm.
Step up to my level, bitch.
Damn. Now I feel poor again.
Yeah, man. So now that we've finished talking shit about P.T. Barnum and like how much I have better pasta than everyone because it's shaped like Hello Kitty, Fiji mermaids.
That's true. That's a flex. Fiji mermaids.
So Fiji mermaid, what does a Fiji mermaid look like? Well, when we talk about the Fiji mermaid that P.T. Barnum had, it had like a very specific look to it. So the Fiji mermaid originally had fish scales with animal hair glued onto its bodies, and Wikipedia describes them as pendulous breast
Oh.
on its chest. The mouth was wide open and the teeth were bared. So like I said, screaming in terror, like all mummies. The right hand was against the right cheek, and the left tucked under its lower jaw. It was sold as being unattractive and a deviation of like what we're used to and seeing in fairy tales. Barnum himself describes it as an ugly, quote, an ugly, dried up, black looking, diminutive specimen about 3 feet long. Its mouth was open, its tail turned over, and its arm thrown up, giving the appearance it had died in agony.
Black looking as in it looks like a black person? Is that what he's saying?
You know what? I didn't even fucking think about that. But
You know, I think that's exactly what he said.
considering this is P.T. Barnum, like, he might mean that. So it's
Maybe.
theorized that the Fiji mermaid that Barnum displayed, like, its top half was part of an orangutan, which would explain its pendulous breast, and the bottom half was a salmon.
Delicious.
And
I love
so
tang and fish.
And so I actually contacted one of my friends about the Fiji mermaids because she's a zoology major, she's a vet tech, so she knows her way around animals, right?
That's extremely cool that you know someone who's a vet tech.
I know. She only did it for a little bit. She says it doesn't pay that well. I'm sorry, kids. If you want to be a veterinarian, it doesn't pay that much. Unfortunately, animals can't pay money. No,
True.
It doesn't pay anywhere near as much as a doctor do.
It's true. You can't trap them in. They're like, "Oh, I'm sick. I guess I'll die." Meanwhile, we're like, "We gotta see a doctor." And they're like, "Aha! Have this bill."
Animals don't got health insurance, bro.
They don't. They don't.
Yeah, the only way to make money is if, like, you start your own practice and, like, set your own prices and stuff.
Mm.
But anyway, let me bring up the text messages, because I texted her about it. She gave me a couple of cool animal facts. Hold on, let me pull it up. Give me a second. Alright, so I asked her what would, like, a mermaid actually look like if mermaids were real. So, like, the whole idea of the Fiji mermaid is that, like, a real mermaid is, like, ugly and dried up looking. So what would a real mermaid look like? I asked her. So she says that, as with, like, the Fiji mermaids, they always have, like, the gross looking arms. And she says having long arms and such wouldn't be practical. It wouldn't be practical morphology for aquatic living. One, they would freeze off. And two, they would hinder fast travel in the ocean.
Ooh.
If you live in the ocean, you have to be able to, like, cut through the water and, like, zippity zoop wherever you need to go. So she goes on to say that long limbs such as ours would be inefficient in swimming through water. Mermaids wouldn't look like us at all, and they wouldn't have hair, because the original Fiji mermaid that Barnum displayed had some hair on it. Mm-hmm. Like, it would make more sense for us to evolve the hair off, because it would only get in the way and, like, slow us down in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
So in the event that, like, the human species splits, so in the event that that would happen, we'd have, like, land humans and sea humans. So in the event that that would happen, I don't think we'd suddenly, like, I asked her, like, wouldn't we, like, evolve fur for the cold? And she said, like, no, we wouldn't evolve fur, because we just don't have that in our morphology. What would more likely happen is that, like, our fur would just come off. And because we evolved from, like, primates don't have fur, they have hair. I don't know what the difference between hair and fur is. I didn't bother asking, but I guess there's a difference between hair and fur, because I was just like, what if we evolved, like, seal fur? Because seals have fur, right? Yeah, but she says it would, like, make more sense for us to, like, evolve the fur off and then, like, just gain a bunch of weight to be able to live in the water in order to, like, keep our body temperature. So
I'm glad I guessed it. I'm like, wouldn't we just be, like, really fat and, like, slippery?
Yeah, we would just be really fat and slippery and have little stubby fins.
It seems like what she's describing is just a manatee.
Yes, it's just
Okay.
it would just be manatees.
Yes. Yes.
Hey.
That sounds great.
Yeah, she says it would be much easier to evolve size instead of fur in the water. So a fat mermaid is canon. Ain't no skinny mermaids in the ocean.
0. Little Mermaid, bitch.
Yeah, no. She says that I think if
she
we
would
were
not survive.
She says, I think if we were full on living in the water, like, forever, we'd be like ugly human whales.
Oh, so we'd look the same? We'd look the same, but with stubby legs and arms. Powerpuff Girl legs and arms.
Yeah, man.
We would be the Powerpuff Girl. That's sick.
Cute.
Would we
sleep in the same
evolve bigger
bed.
eyes to see better in the water? Is that how it works?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Fish
I
do
didn't
have
ask
big
these
ol'
questions.
eyes.
They do.
I
You
don't know
gotta
how
see
that
through
works.
them polluted waters, you know what I mean? So I think we would.
So then I asked her if she wanted to read some like fake naturalist bullshit, and she said, "Hell yeah."
Hey.
So this is from a lecture that was giving in one of the exhibits. Crowds flooded in the exhibit where a fake naturalist gave lectures stating that all land-dwelling animals have counterparts in the ocean. Seahorses, sea lions, etc.
Man,
So it would only follow that sea humans would also exist.
Jesus fucking Christ.
See,
It's like, oh, so because we named it a sea dog, that means it's actually a dog.
Exactly.
Stupid.
She's just like,
Stupid.
oh, dude, I know this is fake. This is a joke, right? This is some 1800s zoology, and it really is.
It really shows.
The tale of the Fiji mermaid was from like the 1800s to I think the early 1900s. This sounds like some Victorian era scam science.
Oh, definitely.
And then I
Stories
elaborated
are
that.
weird, dude. Sorry,
So
go for it.
Barnum was friends with a naturalist, and he got fooled into thinking that the Fiji mermaid was real for over 20 years. No, let me say that again. So Barnum was friends with a naturalist, and he fooled him into thinking that it was real, even though it was disproven as fake almost 20 years ago. And she said, only 20 years. So in that naturalist defense, he said, well, platypuses exist, so mermaids exist also.
Bitch. Oh my god, stupid.
And
It's
she
like, yeah,
just,
but you've seen a platypus alive, my dude.
and then she just
Yeah.
kept texting me no over and over again.
I like this person.
She says, a platypus is from a group of animals called monotremes. Platypus is the only semi-aquatic ones. Yeah. Zoology was really wacky back in the day. People used to say that geese were born from goose neck barnacles. So, I don't know what the fuck a goose neck barnacle is.
Do you think people would just like throwing ideas out there and they're like, yeah, that sounds good? This is
Yeah.
before fuck, I don't remember 10th grade science class. There's a thing. There's a whole process.
There's a whole process.
Yeah,
Okay.
to making theories and stuff.
The scientific theory or the scientific method.
There you go.
There we go. We're not
It
scientists.
was a very
here.
easy name. No, I'm not a scientist. I'm not very smart. I didn't know Vermont was a state.
It's HauntsRUs canon that we don't believe in Vermont.
We don't believe in Vermont. Bernie was laid out of an egg.
What did you say, Gato?
Oh, I thought Vermont was a Castlevania character when I was like 8. I remember being in like 4th or 5th grade and like hearing my teacher talk about the states, and I was like, why is she talking about Castlevania? Like, I didn't pay attention.
Oh no.
Yeah, man. But that man Bernie, though, he came from an egg.
He came from an egg.
He came from no Vermont. What's a Vermont? He came from the egg.
Vermont isn't real. Bernie hatched from an egg. That's the HauntsRUs
Yeah,
canon.
man.
For those of you
A lot of people would
wondering,
believe you. They're
For
like,
those of-
yes, he's a reptilian.
for those of
He's
you
a
wondering,
reptilian, just like Hillary Clinton.
Bernie Sanders was like the senator of like Vermont. So by saying that Vermont doesn't exist, we don't believe Bernie is a real human.
He's a reptilian. That's why they don't want him to win. 'Cause they don't want the reptile to take over the office.
He's too progressive. He can't be human.
We can't be human.
Exactly, man. Human rights? Inhumane.
Inhumane. What a lunatic.
What a lunatic. What a madman.
What an actual madman.
So, as you know, P.T. Barnum got his filthy hands on the Fiji Mermaid, and he turned it into a sensation. It was something that like really showed off his skills as a showman, because he was really able to like sell it and like turn it into a
con artist.
As a con artist, yeah. And this was shortly after like the whole 109-year-old woman thing. But before we get into like what P.T. Barnum did, like let's figure out where it came from. So where did his Fiji Mermaid come from? Let me take a sip. I'm gonna take a sip.
Did it come from Fiji?
This is more talking than I'm used to.
I feel it. I did the absolute opposite of what people say you should do before a podcast, and I ate a bunch of popcorn.
You're not supposed to eat popcorn before a podcast?
I mean, I guess it gets like stuck in your before you speak, because it gets like stuck in your throat and you get all I
ate a bunch of marshmallows. Is that bad?
I don't know. Maybe
maybe it is.
Maybe it's good.
So, the Mermaid was created in the 1800s, most likely by a Japanese fisherman. It's debated why he made the Fiji Mermaid. People say that, like, creating these sort of Fiji mermaids are, like, a part of, like, some sort of Japanese tradition or, like, religious practice. Some people say he just made it as a joke, just for funsies. Sometimes you just make an abomination for funsies, you know?
Hey, man. Have you seen some animes? Those are abominations. For fun.
Yeah, Japanese people just like to make messed up things for fun.
Well, I didn't want to say that, okay? Oh my goodness.
So, like, in the 1810s, Japan only did trade with the Dutch. So, the first person that got a Fiji mermaid was a Dutch tradesman. And so, eventually, American captain Samuel Barrett Eads, he ended up buying the Fiji mermaid from a Dutch tradesman for $6,000. This is 1800s money.
Shit.
So $6,000 is the equivalent of $100,000 today.
Who?
Wow.
You can buy a small home with that money.
Holy shit.
So how did he get $6,000? Oh, I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Mermaid. She said you could buy a mermaid with that.
You could buy a mermaid. You could buy a house. Or you could buy a mermaid.
You can buy one of those
or
fake
you buy
mermaids.
A mermaid.
The ones that you see at Las Vegas that are like, oh, hello. And they blow bubbles at you. Those ones.
Those are cool. They're cool.
Nice.
I've never seen one. I only see them on Instagram.
Oh, they're my favorite. They don't blow kisses at old people, or at older people though. I tried.
Disgusting. I was like,
please.
Get away from me.
Yeah, I was like, please, and they're like, no, this is only for the kids, and I'm like, no, I need it.
I need the validation from the mermaid lady.
Yeah. Need the validation from the lady.
So how does he buy the Fiji mermaid? Because he's not exactly carrying around $6,000 with him.
I would hope not.
So he sells a ship, and that's how he's able to pay off the Fiji mermaid.
You sold your car.
He sold his car, yeah. But more expensive because it's a fucking ship in the 1800s.
Jesus Christ.
So now he doesn't have a ride back because he just sold his fucking ship. So what does he do?
What does
So he exhibits the mermaid in Cape Town and charges folks to see it. It creates quite the stir, and a prominent English missionary even writes about it. Like, I imagine he says something along the lines of, "This shit's real. God's creatures and all that shit." I don't know what 1800s missionaries wrote about.
He's like, oh my god, Jesus be wildin' on this one.
Like, he really outdid himself this time.
What the fuck is that? That would have been me. I'd have been like, I'm not a missionary anymore. There's no way.
So, he buys the Mermaid in January of 1822. And with the money he makes exhibiting the Mermaid, he comes back home to London. Or he comes to London. He's American. But he comes to London in September 1822. So he spends less than a year in Cape Town in fucking South Africa, and then he comes home a little bit later. So he comes back home with the Mermaid, and he decides to make a little bit of money with this thing that cost him a small house. So he sets up a display at a coffee house with the Mermaid under a thick glass dome. It was called the Remarkable Stuffed Mermaid, but it's not stuffed. It's a mummy.
It's a mummy. Know the
And
difference, bitch.
There's a difference. But I guess like stuffed, like a taxidermied animal. I guess that's what he meant by it. But I'm just like, it's a mummy though. It's not stuffed. Stop it. So, like, every day, hundreds of people paid the 1 shilling price to see the Mermaid. And Samuel, in his true hearts of hearts, believed that the Mermaid was real. And he invited 2 prominent naturalists to examine it, and they said it was fake. The shit's gay and fake. Fake and gay? Do people still say that? Am I dating myself?
Wait, what?
I said
What'd
it was fake and gay, but I don't know if people say that anymore.
You know you're not allowed to say that anymore.
We're not allowed.
Banned.
If people could say it in the 1800s, we're only...
They would say gay, but they wouldn't use it that way. It's fake and also very happy. Look at it go.
Look at it go! Screaming in agony. So, he wasn't happy with this answer, so he decided to consult another, less knowledgeable naturalist who said it was cool and real and not gay. So at this point, Samuel's got like a little fucking cocky, and he claimed that the prominent naturalist Sir Everard Home said that the mermaid was real. And Sir Everard Home, who was like, I guess, a big dick named naturalist, like wasn't having any of this shit, who was like, hell no.
He's like, how dare you, sir? This is slander.
This is slander. So he got several publications to announce that the mermaid was a fraud. This was the beginning of the end of his endeavors because no one wanted to pay to see an ugly fake mermaid.
Mm-hmm. Dude's really out here just like pestering every scientist to get the answer that they want.
Yeah, dude, just like in real life, man.
Just like in real life.
Nothing, 1800s, 2020, nothing's fucking changed, bro.
Nope, still the same.
Yeah, man, I'll drink to that.
The only difference is that if you beat your wife, you'll get jail time.
But only sometimes.
True, it's not the norm.
Only sometimes, though.
Anyways, enough social commentary. This isn't entertaining to our audience. Come on, we gotta talk about the mermaid.
Oh, the mermaid's fake as shit. Fake and gay.
No. So like the newspapers pick it up and like they start writing articles about it and they call people like idiots for going to see like the mermaid. Like, how could you be so gullible, stupid?
Hey. Nice.
That's what they said in the
I was
newspaper. I just wanted to see something cool. Leave me alone. alone.
There's nothing else to do.
Yeah, man, it's
1800s.
It's 1822.
Exactly.
What else am I to do?
Yeah, yeah, man. There's like no shame in seeing like a hideous mummy and then having your coffee. Nothing wrong with that. Imagine a Starbucks if you guys displayed a Fiji mermaid in the restaurant.
Oh man, if we just
I'd
put
buy
a fake siren out there.
I'd get coffee there, dude.
Could just put a fake siren. We have it. Oh my god, we have a mermaid on there.
Yeah, get it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a callback to this because it was a coffee house.
Oh.
And speaking of the coffee house,
shit.
the bad publicity caused it to shut down. Out of business. No more
that sounds
Starbucks.
familiar. Maybe not after this month.
Yeah, man. So the mermaid falls out of favor. The coffee house closes in about 1823. That's only a fucking year. Life comes at you fast. Life comes at you fast in the 1800s.
Just real quick. Remember when we started this podcast and now we're in quarantine?
Life comes at you fast.
It does. That was in October.
And speaking of life coming at you fast, remember how we sold the ship? Remember?
I remember.
It turns out that wasn't even his fucking ship.
Damn.
Yeah!
He sold someone else's ship.
He
for this
sold
fucking
someone
mermaid.
else's ship to buy himself a fucking
Man.
mermaid.
You can just be getting away with crimes.
No, he got sued.
1800s.
He didn't get away with it.
Oh, geez, never mind.
So not only was he sued, but the Fiji mermaid was giving us the reward as the price for the lawsuit.
Sorry I stole your ship. Here's an ugly taxidermy monstrosity.
And so the owner of the original of the ship was just like, I don't know what the fuck to do with this. And so like Samuel does get to keep it, and he does get to keep exhibiting it, but he spends the next 20 years like sailing to pay off his debt, and like according to the article I read, he never paid it off. And so the Fiji mermaid becomes the only inheritance that his son receives after he dies.
Oh, this man procreated?
He had a kid, and when he died,
son.
that kid got a Fiji mermaid out of it.
Man, imagine the only thing that your dad has to show for in his life is a fucking ugly stuffed animal.
Hold up. It's mummified.
Okay. It's an ugly mummified animal sewed together with a fish. Oh no. This is my dad's work.
So now all you have is this Fiji mermaid. What are you gonna do? So Samuel's kid doesn't really do much with the mermaid, and it stays in like relative obscurity for like over 20 years. But in the 1840s, Moses Kimball, in the 1840s, Moses Kimball, proprietor of the Boston Museum, meets with Samuel's son and buys the mermaids. And buys the mermaid. I don't know why I keep adding an S to the end. And in 1842, Kimball loans the mermaid out to P.T. Barnum. So he doesn't sell it to him, he rents it out to him.
Fuck that man.
So, P.T. Barnum receives the mermaid, and he figures out a scheme to, like, turn the mermaid into a fucking meme. I'm using the young people's words. So, what does he do? So, one of P.T. Barnum's business associates creates a fake persona. His name was Dr. Griffin, Science Man of Discovery. So Dr. Griffin, Science Man of Discovery.
What?
What?
That's really funny.
Yeah, so they just create a fake guy, and he writes letters to the press saying how he just saw this totally legit fucking mermaid, and it's the craziest shit he's ever fucking seen, bro. You gotta check it out, man.
I, Science Man, will show you.
Me,
Science
Dr.
Man will show
Griffin.
you, man. At 3
Science
a.m.
Man.
we saw Fiji Mermaid.
Me, Dr. Science Man. Look at this.
You gotta see this shit for yourself.
You can just make up you can just make up who you are in the 1800s.
No one's gonna check your transcript in the what is this?
No one's gonna
The
Google
1840s?
you. You couldn't Google it. Jesus Christ. I hate everything about this.
So Dr. Griffin ends up giving like all of these lectures in the where was he? He gives all these lectures. He ends up giving all these lectures in the New York concert hall where the Mermaid debuts. And like I said earlier, he goes on about all of this bullshit about how like seahorses and sea lions and sea dogs exist. So sea people real. And so he just goes on and he just babbles on about a bunch of crazy shit, and the people buy it because in the 1840s, like legit, like new animals and stuff were being discovered, and like Dr. Griffin, Science Man of Discovery, I believe him.
It's in his name, right there.
It's in his name.
God, everything that they say sounds just like a shit post from Tumblr.
Yeah, what? Am I gonna argue with Dr. Griffin? I'm not a doctor.
Oh. Guess.
And once it like makes this big deal in the concert hall and like people get to see it, eventually Barnum decides to display it in his own museum that he makes in the movie. Remember? I saw the movie. He has a museum. And since people are all
I hate that he's successful.
Yeah, since like he created all this hype for the mermaid, like people come and they fucking look at it. They're just like, yo, this shit's crazy. And so his attendance triples when he displays the Fiji mermaid.
Wouldn't people get like word that someone was talking about some kind of mermaid and it was fake before? Or no,
because 20
like
years
10,
had
20 years
passed.
ago. Never mind.
Yeah, 20 years had passed since like Samuel like originally displayed the mermaid. So like 20 years ago, people died. New generation.
It's a whole new generation.
Yeah, it's a whole new generation.
You think people are 30 years old?
People die by then. I don't know.
That's true. That man
true.
is smart.
That is true.
Yeah.
Like, no one remembers that.
Yeah, no one remembers that shit.
They can't Google it. See?
Yeah, and P.T. Barnum doesn't ask experts about the mermaid. He just gets his friend to pretend to be one. Profit. That was Samuel's problem, was that he was just like, oh yeah, my buddy Holmes, he totally said it was legit. And then Holmes was just like, first of all, bitch.
He's like, I don't know you.
I don't know you.
That's my purse.
That's my purse. That's my good name. I don't know you.
Oh. Anyway.
So afterwards, the Fiji mermaid goes on tour to the southern United States. And P.T. Barnum decides to have his uncle in charge of this. However, it turns out that his uncle isn't as good as a showman as P.T. Barnum is, because he doesn't really know how to play the media like he did earlier to create the hype. So when his uncle starts exhibiting the mermaid around the southern United States, he gets like a lot of criticism from newspapers saying that it's fake and that like an affront to God and that like you shouldn't go see it because you're an idiot for going and seeing it.
Dang.
Yeah, and there was also like a very vocal group of like Christians who were just like, we're gonna take the Fiji mermaid and burn it because it's an abomination. We don't want that shit here.
Man, Christians love burning shit.
Exactly. For people who hate hell, they love burning shit.
Yeah, man. Before it was Harry Potter, it was Fiji mermaids.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. I forgot that people were so mad about Harry Potter.
God, that was such a long time ago.
It was. My aunt was one of those people, actually.
Back in our day.
My cousins didn't see Harry Potter until, like, last year. They're like, oh my god, it's the best.
Your cousin that's a witch?
No. None of my cousins are witches.
Alright. I know someone in your relative is a witch.
It's my sister.
Oh, nice. Cool. Yeah. Was she allowed to see Harry Potter?
Yeah, we were both allowed to see Harry Potter. The Christians were right.
Like, suck it.
Look
and then she became a witch.
Ah! Of a bitch.
Living
deliciously.
Out here eating popcorn before the podcast.
Oh, geez. I love the taste of butter.
Same. I love me some butter.
Delicious. Anyway.
Yeah. So that by this point, like, P.T. Barnum realizes that, like, the Fiji mermaid has overstayed its welcome, and he's only renting it, so he can't fucking get damages on it. Otherwise, he's not going to get his deposit back, so...
He's like, please, I need my deposit back. Don't burn it.
Please, I need that. I'm only renting it.
Oh my gosh.
So Barnum returns the mermaid to Kimball. Barnum returns the mermaid to Kimball, and it stayed in the care in his museum in Boston until it burned down. This museum ends up burning down, and I think that Fiji mermaid also, like, goes with it. So, Fiji mermaid does get burned. It's gone now. At least the original one that P.T. Barnum went on tour with, that one's gone. But, Kimball's heirs did donate another Fiji mermaid to the, I think it's Harvard? Yeah, to the Harvard Peabody Museum, and it's on display right now, and you could go and see it.
I would love to see it and get a coffee.
Yeah. You know what? That's what y'all need at Starbucks right now. Y'all need to get yourself a Fiji mermaid, and I'll finally go in there and pay $5 for a fucking coffee.
Dude.
Hell yeah.
Because right now, McDonald's has a coffee for $1 and small, medium, and large. So that's where I'm going.
That's an essential business. Ours is not, dude. Don't get me started. Get me out of here. I'm gonna get fired. They're gonna find out what my name is, and they're gonna fire me. They're gonna be like, not only did you self-quarantine and not call ahead, but you talking shit on social media.
You saying we need a Fiji mermaid, and now people are asking for a Fiji mermaid.
You said that we needed time off with pay, and now people are asking. People are asking for it.
Let's blur that part out. We can't let them know. You're gonna have to get a new job.
I know. Oh, yeah, my body was like, don't say it. I was choking on my own spit. Body was like, stop. Yeah,
so, like, Samuel, who was the first person who had the Fiji mermaid, obviously he's not the only person who's ever had a Fiji mermaid. The Japanese were just making these things. So there's just, in that time in the 1800s, there was all kinds of Fiji mermaids just, like, around. But what makes P.T. Barnum's Fiji Mermaid so special is that he, like, actually, like, advertised it and, like, made it a thing. Yeah.
Advertising goes a long way, man.
Advertising goes a long way, man. Y'all should tell your friends and family about HauntsRUs podcast. The podcast that's haunted on Maine.
Share us, like us, comment, and subscribe.
Hey.
Give us email. Did we talk about the email that someone sent us?
Yeah, we talked about it in the last episode.
Okay, it's been so long, I don't remember. I still think about that person. I'm like, oh, very sweet.
Yeah, they found our stickers. We gotta make more stickers!
Ah!
We'll get more stickers out there. I don't know how to send people stickers. I don't want to have people's addresses. I'm sorry. Otherwise, I'd send people stickers.
What if we made a sticker that was a Starbucks logo, but a Fiji mermaid?
Just hideous and screaming in pain.
Hideous and screaming.
Isn't the Starbucks lady a mermaid?
Yeah, she's a siren, and they will let you know that she is a siren and not a mermaid.
What's the difference between a siren and a mermaid?
I don't know. All I know is that people who work at Starbucks get real funny about that. I called it a mermaid one time, and they're like, "Excuse you, that is the siren."
All right, we'll tell those fuckers to put a Fiji siren on display.
Two with the two. I don't know, man. The siren's weird. I feel like, I don't know. She's holding her legs open. She makes me feel weird. Stop it. But anyway.
So, remember how I mentioned that there's more than one of these things?
Mm-hmm.
So, people think that the Tenshu Kyosha Shrine holds one of the first Fiji mermaids, and it's over 1,400 years old.
What?
Yeah, so the Tensho Kyosha Shrine has a Fiji mermaid on display, and it's still on display today. And it has... here's the story. The story goes that the mermaid first appeared to Prince Shotoku at Lake Biwa. Its last breaths, it told a story of woe. The miserable creature had been a fisherman who trespassed to fish in protected waters and was now transformed into a hideous beast. As punishment. Having learned his lesson and wanting to be an example after his death, the mermaid asked the prince to found a temple to display his horrible mummified remains as a very strange object lesson to the sanctity of life.
Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely cool.
Yeah, and it says that the nearest city to the temple is Fujinomiya, and there's no public transport that goes directly to the temple, and it's kind of in the middle of nowhere on Mount Fuji in the woods. So, like, if you want to go and see this Fiji mermaid, you kind of have to travel a bit of ways. But it's very neat. It also had the fake advertisement where it's just like, pretty mermaids? No, it's ugly.
Psych! Gotcha,
Psych!
bitch.
Yeah.
Gotcha, bitch.
I don't know. I kind of like that aspect. It's like, well, duh. I guess everyone has the same idea. They're like, well, this is the fairy tale. I doubt it would actually be like that in real life. I like the character design of these Fiji mermaids.
Yeah, they're all monkeys and, like, sewn up fish.
Ugly.
It's probably not cool, though. Who killed those monkeys? Where did they come from?
Yeah.
Why is there an orangutan in Japan? Are there orangutans in Japan?
I don't think so. I saw somewhere that they just said, like, juvenile monkeys, and I was like, okay. Maybe the original one was an orangutan because of the boobies.
The pendulous breast.
But I don't know, did the other ones have pendulous breasts?
There's, like, a lot of variety of them.
I guess you could just, like, glue some meat there. Stick them on there.
Make a Fiji mermaid with giant testicles, just the biggest ones you've ever seen.
Sexism. They didn't do that. Sexism.
Where's my big dick Fiji mermaid?
Where's my big dick Fiji mermaid? Gross.
Yeah, man. Any questions or comments about this here Fiji mermaid?
About the mermaid itself?
Yeah.
Did anyone, like, open them up? I feel like,
Open them
I mean,
up?
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you would think that people would be like, mummified remains, let's open it up and see what it looks like.
Well, Victorians were known for, like, unwrapping mummies for God knows why.
Oh, yeah, I know that. That's fun. That's fun
Yeah.
stuff.
Well,
That's
the thing about the Fiji mermaid was that it was private property. Like, you can't exactly, like...
So
Samuel did give it to a naturalist, and they probably examined it.
So
but,
actual...
like, he was also like, look, this thing cost me a small house. Please be careful with it.
Be careful with it.
Yeah, and with Barnum, he just, like, hired one of his friends to pretend to be a fucking naturalist, so... I mean, now anyone will tell you that it's just a craft, like it ain't real.
I thought it was real.
We
I thought
all
it was
wanna
real as a
believe.
kid. We want to believe. Do you remember when Animal
Yeah.
Planet put out that mockumentary without telling anyone that it was a fake documentary?
Yeah. Really
I
like
was
that
so
one.
ready. We were in, like, high school, yeah?
Yeah, man,
I
you're
think-
just like, finally, mermaids.
Yeah! I think I was in high
I
school
better
and I was
fill
like,
my
yes.
DeviantArt with them.
Yes. Shut up. Don't out
Hotties
me
love-
like that. It is filled with
Hotties love
it.
DeviantArt.
It is filled with
Yeah.
mermaids. No. No. Be nice to me. Oh no. She's an eel, and I will have you know that. Oy. Yeah, they didn't even tell us. They were just like, hey guys, you guys are stupid if you believe that. That was a hoax. Or it was fake. Duh.
Idiot.
I'm like, why would I
stupid.
know that? Why would I know that?
I trusted you.
I trusted you.
How could
You guys put documentaries about dinosaurs with, like, CGI. Why wouldn't I think different?
Exactly.
Oy. So they're just manatees. Womp womp.
Oh yeah, they're just
Womp,
manatees.
womp,
Be
womp.
really fat and hairless.
Yeah.
It's cool though.
Well, I think the actual sightings are manatees, no?
Yeah, like when sailors would like go into sea and like see like a mermaid, it was usually a manatee.
They're like, ooh, she thick.
And they were just like, "Mon, fuck that." Oh, put my dick in it.
You know.
I haven't
like-
seen a woman in months. I've forgotten what they look like.
The horny brain. It's playing tricks on them.
Boy, you think it's a joke, man, but like people online are fucking wilding right now in the
They
quarantine.
really are. Oh my god.
We are, man. It's been a while.
Chill, dude. How can you even maintain the horny? I'm
Don't
like,
you get bored, man?
no. It's like, no, it's like, oh yes, a titty, and then you remember that you have bills that you can't afford, and you're like, fuck. No longer. Don't care. Worried about
Exactly.
money.
Like
I don't
I
care.
don't got time to be horny right now.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta go Postmates.
I gotta go panic.
I gotta go panic. Yeah, I gotta go raid the shelves of bread.
For the hunt for bread and pasta.
For bread and pasta. Dude, soon people are gonna like wise up and be like, oh shit, I can make bread at home. And then there's not gonna be any more flour or yeast.
Yeah, speaking of such, we got some feedback from a fan.
Oh, we did?
Yeah,
What'd
we
they
got some
say?
feedback on the chicken coop murder house. I forgot what we named that episode.
Oh.
The Thought House.
Thought House,
Yeah.
the Trap House.
Yeah, so if you haven't listened to it, Thoughty talks about how she lived in a haunted house where like a egregious murder took place, and we got like some feedback.
What'd they say? Did they say that I was dumb? Did they say fake and gay?
No, they believe you. In
Oh,
fact,
hell
they
yeah.
think that your haunting was more serious than you say it to be.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So she says, thought you mentioned talking about the stairs. So fun facts based on my personal ghost experience, demons like to hang around stairways.
No.
Oh no.
Ew.
It's like
That's so bad.
Ew.
disgusting.
Oh no. My apartment is
See,
right underneath the
disgusting.
staircase. Now I'm scared.
Disgusting.
See, from my own experience, every type of spirit has their own little post. Demons favor stairways. I don't know why. And the sound of Thoughtie's story, it sounds like she was haunted by the little boys and they were being tormented by the demon.
Oh.
Also, she says demons love blood, so I hope you never cut yourself.
Oh shit. No, but I am a lady.
That's true. I didn't ask about that. It would be inappropriate.
Well, I mean, the bathrooms were where the staircase is, so maybe. Did you get was your haunting enhanced when you were on your period? Not that I noticed. I wish I had thought of it.
We weren't keeping track.
We weren't keeping track.
And she says, you mentioned the Hat Man, and I don't know anything about him other than he's one of the shadow people.
Ew.
I believe the shadow people are demons. That's what one person told me, that they come from hell or some dimension like that.
Oh.
She says, I really love your podcast about the ghost. Your friend's story is really captivating.
Oh, I'm so glad. I was stumbling. I was just like, what else happened? This.
Yeah. She says that spooky stories create a pack bonding. We gotta team up against the enemy. Caveman Brains says must team up to fight against nighttime predators. Caveman survival instincts.
Oh, I see. So my mom was dumb for saying that she didn't see anything. Yeah. We could have
then
survived.
We could have survived. And she says, since the black things are demons, they're feeding off of the negativity, so that's probably why you argued with your mom so much.
Oh, no. Yeah. My sister did argue a lot.
Yeah. She says, when my mom saw ghosts, she'd always tell me, but we also practiced magic together, so it was accepted.
Oh. God, I wish that were me. That's really cute.
And she said it's bad to name the ghost and that you gave it power.
Okay.
And that thing was really powerful.
Okay.
When you gave it a name, you gave it a voice. And she says she's had a ghost call her name too.
No.
She said it sounded like her mom, but it wasn't.
I don't remember what it sounded like.
Yeah, she said she'd tell her mom, but she was a kid and also had no experience with the supernatural, so it was just a joke to her. Ghosts and spirits aren't a joke. To me, it sounds like there were a few demons, but I didn't live in her house. I don't think I've ever dealt with anything as bad as her, but dang, that's a cool story. So yeah, how was it living in a fucking demon house?
I guess so. Should I go on a hauntings? Should I go on a show? Was it actually? I'm here some silly things happen to me. She's like, no, man, it was demons. I'm like, oh,
that shit was demons, baby.
Oh shit, it was demons, bro.
Oh man.
Jeez. Well, I'm glad I turned to the healing powers of crystals when I did.
Shiny rock and smelly leaf. Can't go wrong.
Can't. Nope. Shiny rock and smelly leaf.
Yeah, if you want to hear about Thoughtie's fucking demon haunting, check out Thought House.
Is the one right before... Oh no, not the one right before this. Never mind. Oy.
Yeah, if you got any feedback or any stories of your own, make sure to like email us or DM us on our Instagram or Twitter at haunts-r-us. We also have a Tumblr, haunts-r-us. Mm-hmm. Wait, did I say dash or did I say underscore for Instagram?
You said
Twitter?
dash. Is it underscore?
It's underscore.
Underscore.
Alright, let me try that again. So if you have any stories of your own, or you want to talk about anything that happened in this episode or any previous episodes, you should send us an email at hauntsrus@gmail.com, or you could also feel free to slide into our DMs on Instagram and Twitter on haunts_r_us. We do accept all dick pics.
No. No. Please. No, just DM us telling us how much you dislike the circus, man.
Yeah, man. Tell us about the fucking
Let's
circus.
talk about
or maybe
human
you
rights.
love the circus. Come fight Thottie. She's got opinions. I don't have any opinions,
man.
About circuses.
These opinions go to like to circuses and to what's it called? To those singing shows and like the fucking Instagram or not Instagram. Have you seen those Snapchat living with it? What is it called? It's called something, but like it's basically just a modern day freak show. And I'm like, I don't know. They spin it in a cool if they can do it, you can do it. But like TLC and this Snapchat thing is just that. You're just exploiting people with disabilities and like deformities. But that's not what we're talking about. Sorry.
There's like a whole discussion that goes into that, because some people argue and say like, well, it's their way of like earning money because of like their disability. Is it really all that bad?
I don't know, man.
I guess it depends, because with like some freak shows, especially with like female performers who had like a disability or something, like people would want to like marry them so that way they could like have control over the profits that they make. So there's always like a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Tell us your opinions on circuses and freak shows in the comment section down below.
Be mad with me. Or fight me, I don't know.
Thoughtie will fight with you.
I will fight with you and then I will cry because I don't like confrontation.
She's gonna get demons in her house if she has bad energy, so it's gonna bring them back.
They're gonna bring him back. Oh no. I need to stock up on sage. I'm gonna go panic buy.
Panic buy some sage. Oh, that's the thing we all forgot to get. Too busy with our toilet paper, we forgot the sage.
We forgot the sage. Oh goodness.
Now that you're home all day arguing with your family, who's gonna cleanse the house? Not the toilet paper. You can't burn that shit.
Toilet paper. Yeah, man, who's gonna cleanse the energy? Yeah, people are fighting all over the place. There's someone in my apartment complex just the other day that was like screaming. It was like 2 in the morning.
That's fun. 2 in the morning.
Fun. Yeah. Haunted. I was like, damn, what did he do? But yeah.
Man, any more plugs, questions, or comments?
I'm trying to think.
Oh wait, you should check out my friend's animation channel, Tianaliveslife. It's really cute. She's starting a new channel. There's only 2 videos of her drawing. She's doing some animation. She's working on some cool shit right now. Check them out.
Check it out. I guess if you want a drawing, you can ask me for it too. I do all the drawings. I do all the drawings.
Thoughtie does all the drawings. It's right. If you like the drawings, I hope you enjoyed the speed draw. I'm sure she came up with something real cool.
Something.
Also, if you want to see all of our art, and like spooky daily memes. You just have to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and we post all of the art plus extra art that we don't feature on YouTube, and like memes every day almost, except Sundays. On some days I post pictures of my dog.
It's a nice rest. It's very nice.
Shouts out to Panda.
Love Panda.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Shouts out to Panda.
Yeah. So if you want to see all of the art and extra art that we make, and you want to see spooky memes and my dog on Sundays, follow me on Instagram, Haunts_art_us. I'm the one that runs it. And I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
so.
I think that's it for tonight's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Draw some Fiji mermaids. Tell us about your original the character mermaid that you made in high school.
Oh no.
We gotta post
Post it. Send us the DeviantArt link.
Art.
I want to know.
DeviantArt.
Yeah, man.
Maybe I'll just redraw my old mermaid OC.
Oh, that's cute. I think I had like a mermaid OC when I was like a little kid, like in elementary school. I didn't know they were OCs then. But I had OCs even in elementary school.
There you go, man.
I remember I had like dogs that would turn Super Saiyan because I really liked Dragon Ball Z, and I also really like dogs.
Would they just howl instead of scream?
I think they talked.
Oh goodness.
And they lived in a little house shaped like a dog head.
Very cute. Very cute.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, that's it for today. Our theme music is done by the Dog Monk. And we'll see you next time. We'll see you next week. What day of the week? We haven't figured it out yet.
Time doesn't exist. It's a fake. Everything is fake, you guys.
Yeah, man. Ask a Fiji mermaid what day of the week it is. She doesn't know.
She don't know.
Hell yeah.
Alright, bye-bye.
Right, bye-bye.